Oh, yes, I remember what we were gonna do. All right. Okay, I'm actually excited about this. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason, and today we are back once again with The Witcher. Last time, I had a dilemma. I was thinking, I was like, all right, we've got two proposals. One, we can help out the Skoyatel, the, we'll say, non-human resistance group, or we can help out Siegfried and the Order of the Flaming Rose or something Rose or whatever. And at first I was like, I'm just not gonna get involved. But I realized if I did nothing, Siegfried, who, by the journal, by, we'll say, Geralt's own admission, is probably a good guy. So we're gonna side with these guys and actually take on the Skoyatel. Yeah. So, you know, we may have given them a free pass in an earlier chapter, but not today. Nope. Geralt goes and does as he pleases. He's not bound to any, we'll say, political party or anything. He just kind of does what we think is right. Yeah, that's I'm gonna justify it to myself. Wrong button. Let's put the sword away, Geralt. Calm down. Calm down.
Ow! Geralt? By the eternal fire, it's good to see you.
I agree. What happened? I think we already heard this, though.
An Echinops thorn pains me under my greave. I fear I cannot walk. We were seeking the golem burial ground. Some fool, may the eternal fire illuminate the darkness of his mind, was ranting on about mosquitoes and golems when the cursed plant shot me with its thorn. Ouch!
You should get someone to dress that wound.
No time for trivial matters. Elves and hawkers are dealing at the burial ground. My duty was to eliminate the hawkers and the Skoyatel, chopping off all the Hydra's heads in one fell swoop.
Guess the Hydra got a reprieve.
It was a direct order from the Grand Master. Help me. I'll appoint you commander of my unit.
I'm a Witcher, not a soldier.
I believe in you, Geralt. Nothing occurs without cause. The eternal fire has given you both honor and responsibility.
Don't get excited, Siegfried.
We truly need your assistance.
All right, we're going to do it. Not because I necessarily think it's the best thing. Honestly, I think the best thing to do would be just to walk away. It's none of Geralt's business. They're not monsters. Both, I think, in their own way, are justified and probably good people. But we've got a bit more of a personal vested interest because Siegfried's involved, so we're going to get involved.
All right, I'll lead your knights.
I thank you. The elves and hawkers are meeting at the golem burial ground. Strike forcefully with confidence. May the eternal fire lead you. It might not be a bad idea to imbibe one of your potions.
Of course. And one more thing. Who are these hawkers?
Rare criminals who supply weapons to the Skoyatel. Their name derives from the elven word for ravenous greed.
Had to adjust some volume a little bit there. All right, escort the Knights of the Order to the place. All right, well, I want to make sure that that's currently tracking. I'm Force Recon. I agreed to help Siegfried fight the non-humans. I'm supposed to lead his scouts to the Golem's burial ground. Let's track the quest on the map so that we have a nice little thingamabob to go towards. I guess we're heading towards the stone, where the stone golems are, in this direction here. All right, are you guys going to follow me, or do I have to... All right, so I've got some guys. They're going to be coming along with me now. We are going to likely be fighting non-monsters, which means my steel sword will probably be a better choice, unless by some horrible chance they have awoken the golems, which would be absolutely terrible. All right, so oh yes. Let's not take what Siegfried said lightly. Let us swallow a swallow potion, just in case. However, I feel like we're probably gonna deal with this without any real problems. All right, Siegfried Warrior. All right, let's go into group style maybe and see how that does for us. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need. All right, well, we kind of cut them down without really too much trouble. I don't think we necessarily even needed the potion. To be very, very honest, this really was not much of a challenge. Especially with our potion on. Yeah, that was it. All Skoyatel are dead. Time to get back to Siegfried. Now, we could have been on the other side of that. You know what this... Actually, now that I think about it, if the fight was going to happen here... I don't know. Was the fight going to happen there, or... Because I'm thinking about it, like, oh, maybe Siegfried would have been fine. Maybe we didn't even need to, Alright, remains. Let's see. Just little daggers and stuff. Nothing really, worth looting. Man, I gotta say, the decay time in this swamp is... That's like, I know things in a swamp will probably, you know, rot pretty quickly and get, taken apart by the animals and bugs and stuff, but man, that is some fast decay. We're seeing rib cages within seconds of their death. It's it's pretty crazy. It's like, if you go in the swamp and you die, no one will see you again. No one. Alright, am I supposed to talk to Siegfried? Yeah, let's just talk to Siegfried.
Oh! Geralt, by the eternal fire, it's good to see you.
Alright, so I led your knights to the Golem Burial Ground.
So I led your knights to the Golem Burial Ground.
How did the battle end?
Now it's an elven burial ground. Your knights fought well. There were no hawkers, though. The squirrels ambushed us.
You'll be rewarded for your dedication. The Order takes care of its friends.
I don't doubt that.
I'll prove it. I investigated those who attacked us in the sewers.
And?
They're quite interested in witches. Another appeared in Vizima before you.
Berengar.
Indeed. I determined he fell into Salamandra's hands. Be careful. They may want you as well.
So Berengar is alive. This is getting interesting. Thank you, Siegfried.
Friends need to help each other.
See? I was getting a little bit worried about these guards behind me. I'm like, oh no, is it gonna be a double cross? No, okay. That's good. There we go. See, that makes me feel better about my decision. I'm like, alright, I helped out Siegfried and he gave me some information. So we know that, Berengar is still alive. Hey, anything else you gotta add to that? Nope, that's it. That's all the talking, that we are going to get into with, him, today, or at this very moment. Alright, so, we, completed that quest, we got the information. I'm willing to bet if we go up to the north, the Scoia'taels are not gonna like us. But I still have some swallow potion. I don't want that to go to waste, you know? I've only got 5 right now, and I'm like, I've got like an hour left on it. I might as well fight my way through the swamp, maybe to a place of power. Yep. Where's my map? There's my map. So here, if I want to fight my way to, there or there, and that way there I can get back to, Vizima, and, then I've got some things I want to do in Vizima. So, let's pick a place of power. Pick one. Just pick one at random. You know what? There's tougher enemies up, to the north. I'm currently regenerating health. I think now's a good time to go that way. So, I'm gonna go fight my way through the swamp, get to the place of power, and then get to Vizima. And then I will be back with you guys. You know, I've been fighting my way through the swamp. I decided to change up the camera view. I'm like, let's see the other way of playing this game. I thought it might be interesting. And aside from that one branch, I don't know, it's interesting. It gives me a whole new perspective on how to play. Like, I can play the whole thing with the mouse, and it's kind of interesting. Like, you know, I do my big hits here, and then let's say I want to dodge backwards. Rather than using the keys, I can just double tap backwards, and there we go. I don't know, I find it gives a certain amount of, like, situational awareness you don't necessarily get with the over-the-shoulder view. Over the shoulder, you know, you're very close to the action, which is cool. I really like playing the game that way. I don't think I would play this way, we'll say, in any, permanent, to any permanent respect. Like, I wouldn't switch over to this and be like, oh man, this is the new way to play. You know, I've got to play with this camera view. But it is, definitely, an interesting way to play, and it's, I want to experiment with it a little bit. Yeah, it's I don't know, it's a very sort of different experience. It's kind of cool to be able to sort of pull back and see the action from a different perspective. You know, it's cool. Oh, wow. I feel like I'm playing like a survival horror game, you know, with the weird, the fixed sort of camera angles. Well, I guess it wasn't technically fixed because it was moving, but you know, you understand what I'm saying. You know, because you people, my viewers are psychic. They just know these things. I don't know, it's just kind of a fun way to view the action. It's I don't know, it's cool. So what I wanted to do, I had gotten a come on, brain. Sorry about that. I got a comment about, from us, viewer Silver Sad, and, basically stating, you know, when I first got to, Vizima, I was supposed to go to the detective's house. And I've been putting it off because I was like, I'm going to do side quests. I'm going to do side quests. I'm going to do side quests. But I'm realizing, you kind of have to do them all. I'm assuming, before I make any sort of major decision, before I decide, hey, this is the point of no return, I will know, and it'll give me time to go and, we'll say, finish any sort of side quests I may have. And then I'll be able to go ahead and do those at that time. So I figured, let's go ahead and pay a visit to the detective, because apparently the quest is pretty interesting, and I've already kind of done most of the work anyway. So sorry about that. I'm doing things all out of orders. Out of orders, that's right. Because, yes, the orders are plural in my world. Detective. We have an old shelf. You know what? Let's see if you can detect who stole your stuff. A guide to Vizima. That would have been great to have earlier, and I have only myself to blame for that. So I guess we'll take that. We will be reading that book. Goat's milk. Yeah, I'll take some of that. Stammelfor's dust. Yeah, because I'd like to be able to make some explosives at some point. That'd be cool. And some nice cheese. Ah, yes. All right, let's. I guess we'll head up the stairs. Maybe he's napping in the middle of the day or something. I don't know. Business has been slow, or I don't know. He's just chilling. He likes it here. I'm guessing. Yeah, let's rob him blind first, and then we'll talk to him. There's a lit torch in your wardrobe, buddy. You might want to put that out. I know it's not actually lit. It's just the icon for it. But I'm being silly. I do that sometimes. From time to time, I do like to be silly. Let's talk.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
A warrior like no other. Your legend precedes you. How can I help?
I'm looking for some information. Is this where I'll find it?
Good question. I used to work for the lawyers Codringer and Fenn. Satisfied?
The names mean nothing to me, but I'll assume that's a recommendation.
As a professional, you understand information has its price.
I'll pay.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
Already, I'm struck by this character. I'm like, oh, this is a very interesting character. He's got a bit of an interesting design to him. His voice, man, I thought Geralt's voice was sort of, it's got a good gravelly quality to it. But this guy here, I'm like, oh my, I kind of like it. I'm like, oh man, I kind of hope we get to see more of this guy, just for his voice, and the fact that he knows who we are. You're the White Wolf. This is a guy who knows things. Much like, the other sack of crap we dealt with before, whose name escapes me. But this guy here, I will remember his name, whatever it is. When I back out, I'll make note of his name. I think it's Raymond something. All right, well, let's do a little bit of small talk here first. Something I'm not very good at in real life, but let's do it in game here. Because I'm playing a role, I'm not playing myself.
What's it like being a private eye?
Lousy work in a town full of dirt and conspiracies. I spend most of my time spying on nobles and rich burghers who cheat on their wives. You can't imagine what people are capable of.
I don't think I care to imagine.
I recently followed Morton, commander of Foltest's palace guards. Heard of him?
I don't think so.
I saw him in the stables with 2 young pages. You wouldn't believe.
I've heard enough.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
All right, well, Foltest, that name does sound familiar. I believe I'm recalling that as being a name, actually the name from the book. That was the first. Basically, the beginning intro was a what was the name of that monster? Whatever the monster was, he was involved in that. Whatever. I'm not going to waste any more time with that.
I'm interested in the people who wear salamander pins.
Just so happens I know a thing or two. Before I go on, I wouldn't mind knowing what your interest in the case is.
Let's see. I have some unfinished business, or Azar Javed. Name mean anything to you? Well, I guess if we want information, we need to give some information. But then again, he's not gonna accept that as payment. I have decided to give the name.
Azar Javed. Name mean anything to you?
I've heard it. Why are you looking for Javed?
Let's just say my boots do a rendezvous with his ass.
Usually I charge for information, but I'll give you this bit for free. I've been working on that case for a while.
Go on, or a personal matter or a commission. I'm kind of curious. He's so willing to give up that information. I'm going to suspect that he has a problem with Javed.
Personal matter or a commission?
I'll risk trusting you. Let me tell you a story. A happy couple once lived in Vizima, ordinary as fish in a pond, with a 10-year-old boy. One day the father returned home and was puzzled not to be greeted by his son, his dog, or the smell of dinner on the stove. He suspected nothing until he found the dog dead, shot in the muzzle with a heavy crossbow. He wasn't even sure it was his dog, but then he found his wife pinned to the kitchen door with a spear. He searched the house in vain for his son. The culprits hadn't left a trace. To make a long story short, Vincent Mice had to close the case. No witnesses, no evidence. Except 6 months later, a monster's corpse turned up in a trash heap. Eyes like festering wounds, pale, rough skin, unnaturally muscular body. Everyone had forgotten the murder and disappearance. Almost everyone. See, the missing boy had one characteristic feature, a sixth toe. Only the parents knew about it. Always had trouble finding shoes for the kid. And the dead monster had an identical sixth toe. The father has devoted his life to tracking down the murderers.
I hope he finds them.
Back to reality. This is what I've managed to learn. Azar Javed, a Zerrikanian sorcerer, leads Salamandra. He's more dangerous than a pit of Kikimors, but unfortunately out of my reach. With his contacts and resources, he's got almost free reign in the city.
I got a taste of his abilities. Anything else?
I suspect Salamandra has built a large-scale operation, with gold simply greasing the wheels of their political ambitions. They're conducting genetic experiments, dangerous ones. Regular thugs wouldn't have the knowledge or means.
Who's working for Javed? Any guesses?
The captain of the guard who dropped that investigation disappears nights. Maybe you can squeeze some information out of him.
Is that all?
We might have one more lead. The city guards detained someone who could provide information.
The guards at the city jail?
Yeah. Find a way to question that prisoner. In the meantime, learn what you can from the guards.
Count on it. People open up to me all the time.
His information could be priceless. Good luck.
Know anything more about the Salamander prisoner?
He may be one of the leaders, though in this town the guards capture pawns while the big fish swim free. We'll know for certain once you question him.
We'll see.
Just one thing. I think you're being followed.
Any suggestions?
Wait here a while. Make them nervous.
Surprise those who want to surprise you. I'll leave at midnight.
Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna wait until nighttime before we leave. Very interesting.
The Witcher is taking his time.
He must have left a different way. No matter.
Seems true. I assume the trap is set.
Indeed. Tend to your tasks in the trade quarter.
I'll leave the matter to our best agent.
Take that!
Oh, okay, let's, Oh, what am I doing? No, wrong sword, first of all. Get the blade out and go group style on these guys. Come on. There we go.
You dare challenge the Salamandra?
Hey, challenge. I was minding my own business, walking out of that building place, my bob. And you just... There we go, that was cool. Buddy's on fire, he's like, ah! Alright, let's go put him out of his misery. Yeah, you know, that was kind of cool. I was a little bit slow on the, getting the sword out and stuff. When I click on the guy, I guess it defaults to the sword you had.
Made me what I am.
He just walks by and just like, society made me what I am. Alright, well, let's go ahead and raid these guys. So they were waiting for us, and then we walk out, and who were they talking to? They were talking over there. There was someone. Was that a glitch, or was somebody there but invisible? Was it Javed? Like it sounded like his name. It sounded like his name. Holy crap! Listen to me. It sounded like his voice. Oh, wow, dog tallow. Yeah. If only I still needed dog tallow. I hadn't completed that quest yet. No, not at all. All right, so that's that. So we've got to go question some. Wait, where's the remains? Is that the remains? Okay. So we left at night. We got ambushed, but then they took off. Huh. All right, we're gonna head off to the jail and see if we can't question a prisoner. That was kind of cool. I like that. I'll be right back. We just gotta run on over to Mice. Where's the place, my Bob? There we go. I do find it a little bit easier to navigate the city from this angle because you know you got a bit of a higher view. I don't know. It's easier to get your bearings straight with that view, but maybe I think on for the next episode I'll probably switch back. All right, so we got a prisoner apparently. Did we already talk to the prisoner? We may have already talked to him. No, maybe. So that's the problem. I've done a bunch. I did a bunch of stuff. Oh, what am I doing? I wanted the quick save. I've done a bunch of stuff already, so it's hard to. I could just start my journal. You know, like a smart person. Alright, so Raymond told me that the city guards caught a member of the Salamanders. I need to get to him and learn as much as I can about the Salamander. I should ask Jethro, the prison guard, where he is held. Alright, well, we're right here next to Jailer Jethro. Hey, how's it going? I have questions.
I have questions.
Ask.
Know anything about this salamander prisoner?
Why would I tell you? The captain would kill me.
Maybe I can persuade you.
Powder would help.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I saw the I have something for you on the side here. I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I gave him a little bit of fist tech, because if I recall correctly, he liked some fist tech. He liked fist tech. We'll separate out a stack. We'll grab one. Where is it? Where'd I put it? Right there.
I never turn down good fist tech.
All right, now tell me about that Salamandra prisoner.
Tell me about that Salamandra prisoner.
But I hardly know anything.
Where is he?
They took him to Lebiota Hospital.
Thanks. Who did you confiscate the Witcher's sword from?
Tala, the fence. Has to earn his living somehow. Before we let the professor out, Tala and Vincent were chatting in the courtyard.
Before I went down the sewers. Somehow I sense it was no coincidence. Where do I find Thaler?
I marked the place on the map, but don't kill him. We have a deal with him.
You should drop that habit.
Maybe, but not today.
See ya.
Interesting. So he's being held at the hospital. Can I even get into the hospital at night? Not too sure about that. Alright, well, let's head on over towards the hospital and see if we can get in. Alright, you know what though, guys? I am, unfortunately, speaking strangely, I'm unfortunately out of time for today. We're gonna have to end things here. Next time we're gonna go into the hospital and shake down some peoples for some informations. And hopefully that'll be good. So yeah, until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on.